Okay, my name is Choi, and I'm a senior at Penn. Upon graduation, I'll be working in the Bay Area. So when I envisioned myself giving this testimony last year or even last semester, I expected this to be full of praise and thanks to God. However, my testimony today is not full of praise. I'm currently at the lowest point of my college career, and these past few weeks have been the lowest point of my life with depression and tears. Having to struggle with my family's financial issues, I'm so lost right now, devastated spiritually, mentally, and physically. But I'm here to testify God's faithfulness and love because that was so much more than what I went through for the past 4 years. So Penn was not where I wanted to be at first. Having my eyes set on so many other top schools, I let the inferiority complex take over my life. I just could not understand why God wanted me to be here. Therefore, I started to seek the signs from my academic and extracurricular achievements and friendships, constantly brainwashing myself that I would not have all these things had I gone to other schools. It could be true, but it never really satiated my longing and only aggravated it when I failed to earn what I desired. Now as a senior, I thought I would know why by now and thanking God at this point. But I still don't know why God brought me here. But that's okay. My family group this year is called Manna because I wanted us to know why God wanted us to be here, just as why God led the Israelites to the Promised Land for 40 years. But somewhere along the way, I realized that I don't need to know why I'm here. Just as the Israelites were doubting and rebelling against God for 40 years, I was doing the same, doubting and rebelling while indulging in the idolatry of my achievements and just all the schools. Instead, I had to be obedient and trust that He is good and is leading me to the path of righteousness. And that's where I am. And I guess I kind of like Penn now. I'm sure most of the seniors feel the same way, but who I am right now as a Christian, as a student, and as a person is far from who I expected myself to be in my freshman year, which speaks to how transformative the past 4 years were. Once in the bachelor's MLS program, I'm now a Wharton snag. Once afraid of meeting new people, one of my favorite pastime activity is now networking. As someone who went to family group total of twice my freshman year, I'm now serving as a family group leader. To be fair, I didn't even go to Grace Covenant Church freshman year. I will come but when I will come at 12:15 p.m. to save time for study. And the reason why I still came to church was because I was scared that God would punish me with bad exam scores. Among all these changes, I would say the biggest change comes from how I approach God now. Regardless of whether I always liked it or not, God exposed so many of my weaknesses and flaws through various means. From how shallow and selfish my faith is, to how reliant I am on people and in my own understanding. These weaknesses and flaws were so painful to go through, but they are what really drove me closer to Christ. Until college, God was more like a genie figure to me. When I asked something, God would give it to me. If not, I would just blame God and hate God. And He was just someone who I would turn to when I wanted something. But by His grace, these inherent weaknesses and flaws highlighted why I need Jesus in every moment of my life. Jesus is and wants to be the Lord of every aspect of my life, and it was when I was broken and empty that I could better understand the love of Christ. As I embark on a new chapter of my life, I'm honestly really worried. As I just testified, I'm so weak, fragile, insecure, broken, and I just need so much help. And this is why I need Jesus. So please keep me in your prayers, Grace Covenant Church. I want to read Psalm 23, a really long chapter, but it's like really yeah, shows how God brought me here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you.